Thank you. It is now in order to consider amendment number 115, printed Part A of House Report 119-199. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Georgia seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, I have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 115, printed in Part A of House Report number 119-199, offered by Ms. Greene of Georgia.
Pursuant to House Resolution 580, the gentlewoman from Georgia, Ms. Greene, and a member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair now recognizes the gentlewoman from Georgia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as we are considering the defense appropriations bill that cost the American people $831 billion, it is important to consider the amount of foreign funding that we are spending every single year. The American people are $37 trillion in debt. Life in America has become unaffordable, especially for our youngest generations. This amendment would strike $500 million in military assistance to Jordan. This bill provides up to $500 million in military assistance to support the armed forces of Jordan. However, our Department of Defense mission statement is to deter war and ensure our nation's security. My amendment would strike this provision to ensure that our defense appropriation bill funds only our military, not foreign militaries. Why does our Department of Defense appropriations bill continue to pay for other countries' militaries? Furthermore, the National Security, Department of State, and Related Programs Appropriations Bill released this week already provides for an additional $1.65 billion in aid to Jordan. So why are we giving them another $500 million in our appropriations bill for our Department of Defense? Congress has appropriated between $1.5 billion and $1.65 billion in economic and military aid annually to Jordan since 2018. Annually. We're already sending them billions and billions and billions of dollars as the American people continue to tumble further and further and further in a graveyard of debt. $37 trillion is a debt that we don't think we'll ever be able to claw our way out of. However, it's this institution and the irresponsible continued spending year after year after year that continues to enslave the American people in debt. At what point do our military bases in the Middle East and around the world make our country safer? In America today, there are still hundreds of the American people dying every single day from fentanyl that has come from China, and the cartels create and depress pills and other drugs and smuggle into our country. It's time to put the American people first, Mr. Speaker, and it's time to finally consider the drastic amount of spending that we spend every single year in foreign aid. Mr. Speaker, I reserve.
Gentlelady reserves. Gentleman, for what purposes, gentleman from California?
I rise in opposition to the gentlelady's amendment.
Gentleman is recognized.
Jordan remains an indispensable ally in an extremely dangerous region. Our partnership with the Kingdom of Jordan is critical both to the regional and U.S. and national security. We must continue to ensure Jordan can counter extremist terrorist threats, have the resources necessary to continue their role as the linchpin in the region. With that, I urge a no vote on the amendment and reserve the balance of my time. With that, I yield 90 seconds to the ranking member and the gentlelady from Minnesota.
Gentlelady is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in opposition to the amendment. Jordan's a long-standing, reliable ally in the region, as the chair pointed out. And when there's any type of incident in the region, our national security officials, from CENTCOM generals to diplomats, first contact that they make is to get the temperature of the region from their Jordan counterparts. The United States and Jordan have, since 1996, a status of force agreements and a 2006 acquisition and cross-service training agreement and a 2021 defense cooperation agreement. This is a 30-year stability-built relationship in the Middle East with an Arab partner, and we need to nurture and maintain it. We've deployed military personnel to Jordan to support operations that defeated ISIS, to enhance Jordan's security, and to promote regional stability. Jordan air bases have been particularly important for U.S. to conduct intelligence, surveillance, and target acquisition, and reconnaissance missions in Syria and Iraq. Just 2 weeks ago, our U.S. Central Commander traveled to Jordan, where he met with the chairman of the Jordan Joint Chief of Staff and key staff. They discussed the evolving security situation in the region, the deepening bilateral defense relationship between the United States and Jordan, and further expand in the military-to-military relationship between Jordan's armed forces and ours. This partnership continues to serve as a steadfast, capable strategic partner for peace and stability in the region, and we need strong allies. Jordan's been and continues to be one of our strongest, and for this reason, I oppose this amendment. I ask my colleagues to do the same, and I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back.